Hello, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video. Today is going to be a fun video and it is going to be very special. We are going to have a lot of fun, and by that I mean that we're going to try and break some bedrock that might not sound that special, but I can promise you that it is going to be very special. Now this is going to be a new experience for me because I have not tried this in forever, so please just hang on tightly so we can start and have some fun. Now we have been launched into the world of Minecraft. But of course that is something that you guys already knew, right? Well, right now we are inside of the Minecraft world, and since alpha we have had nothing better than a bow and arrow when it comes to projectile shooting weaponry. I mean, who of you guys can honestly say that they have been around long enough to have played the Minecraft alpha? That is just the best thing ever, to be honest, but that might just be me. So right now actually we are getting right back into that nostalgic feeling again. I know that I have talked about this a lot lately, but this is just something that instantly gets me back into a younger Sub-Zero man. But you may be wondering right now, like, well, Sub, what in the world are you doing right now? Just doing something reckless like getting wood like this, just out of pure boredom? Well, yes and no. I mean, kind of yes, but really no. I mean, there have been a lot of people trying to steal my stuff lately, and I really do not think that this is that chill at all. So I am going to find some places where I can put my chests, without anyone knowing about it, so that they do not know where my chests are. And when they do not know where my chests are, well, that means that they cannot go and steal stuff out of the chests, who they do not know the location of. So I know that this is like the most wonderful idea ever, even though it might be just a little overdoing it. But I really do not care about that, because I just want people to stay out of my chests. And as you can see, I am willing to go to the ends of the earth to get this done right now. I mean, people need to stay out of my chests for a second or two, because I do not even have any stuff left for myself. But anywho, now you know how I feel about intruders and stuff, and today's episode will be another episode of Do Not Mess with Sub His Minecraft World. I know that I have never called it this before, but since people do not seem to leave me alone in this world, I will try to make it as clear as possible that people really need to stay out of here, because I am getting sick and tired of this every day. So last week someone broke into my house again after I moved like 1,000 blocks away from my old house. So you might be thinking like, well, Sub, what in the world are you doing right now? I mean, I am just throwing around with some blocks, right? Well, no, you would be kind of wrong about that, because what I am doing right now is nothing less than necessary when people think that they can just fool around with my house and destroy my property and belongings. Now, having said that, I am going to be dedicating this video today to make the most secure house possible in the world of Minecraft. Even though this might sound a little bit over the top, I think that it is my right to secure myself and my house to the fullest range of my capabilities, and I am willing to pay a lot of Robux for these security measurements that I am going to be taking today, because like I previously said, and before that, I am sick and tired of the fact that people seem to not care about any of my personal belongings in here. I mean, I have said this 1,000 times already, and I am going to be saying this again. I only join into this Minecraft world whenever I need some peace and some rest and just some space in general. I mean, I got dumped by this beautiful lady this week, and I am just tired of people stealing my stuff and all of that. So right now I am going to be protecting my house, and I am going to make sure that anyone who dares to still cross me with all of this, well, I am going to make sure that ends will meet with them, because I am not backing down from a fight, and I am not going to be putting down these arrows, because I am Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am going to become a force to be reckoned with. Now with that said, I will still have to do a lot of things to actually get done with my security installations, but you know that will come with time, and I hope that the people who still think that they can just try and mess with me are able to see then that I am not someone that they can fool around with, because like I said previously in this video, and as I have said in many other of these Minecraft videos, I only come here when I need some rest and relaxation and some peace of mind. So whenever I come around this place for any of those three things, and I come up to my house and I see that it is gone because some Herobrine guy decided that it was worth it to destroy my house, or for some random noobs to come crash into my world through some random portal that I have never seen before, well, that is just the time that that I am going to be defending myself against these people to make sure that I can just use this beautiful world that we call Minecraft, for my relaxation and some spa kind of like activities. Now that may sound weird, but you know, a man has got to do what a man has got to do to get some relaxing around here for himself. Right now let's do this, because I am Sub-Zero the Great. That is a self-proclaimed title, by the way, but I think that I am old and experienced enough to do whatever I want on here, and I do not need Mojang or Notch or whoever owns Minecraft now to come in and help me with making some sort of gun or cannon, because I will be able to handle and protect myself. So we are going to be making some sort of gun, so I think that some sort of piston would be the best thing to use right now. Otherwise I will probably need to use mods, and like I said, I want to do this all by myself because I am a green independent sub who don't need no man. Now it may not look like something with high-tech security right now, but once I am done with all of the building and construction, then you will be able to see that no one thief will be able to storm into my house and steal stuff. That is just how good I am at this, and that is just something that I like to do. I like to prove people wrong, and that is just the thing that I am going to be doing around here. Now let me quote you this from a book called Walden, written by Henry David Thoreau, and he says, and I quote, "If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them." So I feel like I have always been the one that was building castles in the air. Now need it be that I did that around here in Minecraft or Roblox or just in my head, that does not really matter. The essence of this quote is the fact that he says that you need to put the foundations underneath those air castles, and that will make sure that they become a reality. So the foundations are the hard work that one were to put in when doing something like this, thing like that. Now I will be the one who is going to put the foundations underneath of my castles in the air. I am going to make sure that no one can mess around with the Sub-Zero Exabyte the Great anymore, and they will all regret ever crossing me. Now let's close this up with this fine keypad right here and choose ourselves a little nice code that I am not going to be saying out loud, of course, for security reasons, duh. And now with all of that said and done, we should be able to only get in through this Man of Steel, who would be me. And would you look at that, we did it, boys. This is stage 1 of my super awesome security project that is like going to be super awesome. I mean, I would not think that it would be anything less than awesome, just because, you know, I mean, come on people, take a look at me and you would see that I am just here to rule the world. I mean, I am not here to rule the world, just ignore the fact that I even said that, but I am here to rule over anyone who is trying to break the rules. I am a rule enforcer, as you would say, or you know, I could be more like a law enforcer. Oh my god, you guys, I am basically a police officer right now, since I am actually able to carry some sort of pistol now. A pistol. I will just call it a piston. That is pistol and piston combined, which does not really work if I have to be honest. But that is amazing. I love and support the blue line. So shout out to any of the cops out there and stay safe. Now of course none of this would be able if I was not that much of a mastermind, and I am going to do everything that I can to be able to get this done and to make sure that no one will be able to ever mess with me again, because that is how I roll. I command and I conquer. You could see me like the new Donald J. Trump, but then less old than he is. Now of course this house would not be anywhere near done without some high-tech security equipment, now would it, you guys? I mean, I am not messing around with this right here, I am not kidding with you all. Now this radar or sensor, if you would, is going to be able to give me an eagle-eye perception of anything that is going on around my property. This way I can detect the thieves and the grievers from miles away. Okay, maybe not really like miles, but I mean it is going to be some distance away to say the very least, and I can stop them right in their tracks. Now this piston of mine that I am building, it will still take a lot of time before I am actually done with this thing, because there is just so much work to do right now. Maybe I should hire some people to come and work for me and build this thing for me. Oh wait, never mind, I am cool right now, and that is not what I should do, because I am trying to keep the hackers out of this Minecraft realm. And of course if they were to be the ones who build this thing, then they would be finding out where I would live, or I should pack it up and move it somewhere else. But I will not go and do that, because that looks like just a little bit too much much of a hassle, which is not what I am looking for right now, because if I have got to work even more on this thing I will probably end up losing my mind over it, which is not what I am looking for right now. So I am just going to go ahead and get this all over with so that I can actually get some stuff done instead of trying to be a builder and a talker at the same time, which I should be decent at right now, but I still struggle every single day. But something that will be worth my while right now will be this new piston. I have got lots of new recipes to use for this new crafting bench, but of course the piston is an essential in Minecraft, so I will just have to make sure that I am able to use this just like any other piston, even though it is slightly bigger, but I think that it will be able to work right now. I mean, I am pretty good with a piston like this anyway, so I think that I will do just fine with this long thing right here. This thing is really insanely strong, you guys. I am just slaying these noobs with one slice of the sword. It is like just this slight flick of the wrist and they are just done for. This is awesome. I wonder what more I can make with this when this thing is already this strong. I might just go out and try to make an even bigger extended piston. Who knows what I would be able to make with something like that. Maybe I can build a really large trebuchet and I can go on and slay noobs with that thing. And if you do not know what a trebuchet is, well then shame on you and go Google it right now, dude. So alright, a little more practice rounds into this little target right here and I will be getting back to the drawing board to bake some new recipes for the piston. Did you get that pun? I said bake some recipes, because you usually bake recipes, because recipes are usually about food. I know, right? That was just an ingenious pun. It is basically just pretty much insane. I do not even know what to say about it. Now what this means is that I will be able to detect those people that are trying to trespass on my property, and this puts me into the advantage. It is actually giving me the high ground at that point because they have no idea that I know that they are coming for me, so I can put up all of my defenses and I will be able to wipe the floor with every one of them. Now some might say that that would be enough, right? Just putting up the outside walls as defenses. Well, no, because you know walls are meant to fall. So these walls are not perfect, meaning that I will also have to protect what is inside of those walls, and that is exactly what these protected chests and furnaces will be doing. No one is ever going to steal from me ever again. You could see this as my way of getting payback on the people that tried to wrong me over the years. So I will not stand for any of that, and I will do whatever I will be needing to do to actually get this done and finally get back to all of the relaxation stuff that I was doing before. So let me do this right now and it will pay for itself in the long run. I mean, all of these things are like state-of-the-art equipment, so yeah, I had to pay a state-of-the-art price for it, but that is all worth it if you ask me. I mean, eventually in the long run all of this will be paying itself back, because you know this means that less items will get stolen and I will not get grieved as often. So without all of that I can just focus on maximum relaxing around here, and that way I can work even harder when I am back in Roblox, which will make sure that I can make more and better videos, ending up in me doing a better job and making more money so that I can keep doing these kinds of videos for you guys. Now I have still got some tricks up my sleeve for any of the guys that still think that they can come around here and bamboozle me. It is like this controlled confusion. It is all a grand illusion, because even though they think that they can just bamboozle me like that, I will show them that I can bamboozle them even harder. Because watch what I am about to do. First, I am going to make sure that this thing is safe, because I do not want anything to go wrong, because guns and even pistols can be really dangerous and sometimes even deadly. So please promise me to not go out and do unsafe stuff. Alright, Sub-Zero, you can do this. Just shoot all of these darn things one by one. This is what you have trained for on the Wii for so long. I cannot let myself down right here, because my life is depending on it, and so is everyone else, their life, at least from the people who actually are in this town. I have heard from the ground team upstairs that the chances of these things getting into the open world are basically slimming down to almost 23.65%, so that is pretty low right now, but it is still not all the way down to zero, and that is what really needs to happen. Otherwise there can still be people out there, the innocent people like you, who are just sitting behind their computer or just browsing on their tablet or any other device, and you might get killed out there because of this thing and my stupidity, and I am not ready to let it all come down to that. So I will have to battle on in this awesome new suit that basically makes me look like 007, also known as Mr. Bond, James Bond. I did that part pretty good, right? I know. At least these ores will stay contained for right now. Now I think that since we are nearing the end of the video, a nice and well done outro is needed, right? Oh, by the way, I mean just me talking, I do not mean that we have gotten ourselves a new outro. Now that will never happen because the one that we have got right now is good as it is and I would not change it even if I wanted it to. Now that did not make sense, but that does not matter. Now I do like speeches in outros myself, but that is just my honest opinion on stuff like this right here. How bad is it that I am not even sure what to do with this thing when I am the one who should be knowing what to do with it? I know that I am supposed to be making stuff, but I guess that this is just way harder than it actually looks. Just try it for yourself. I bet that you guys are able to build this thing on your own. Just try it out and maybe tell me if you actually ended up getting this thing to work, because I am not getting anything done with this thing. Maybe it is for the better. The world might just not be ready for this thing. Who knows? And I guess that might just be a good thing. Since no one knows how this works, well, that means that no one will find out a way to make it work for a bad cause. But I am giving up on my creation. That was it for today. I hope that you still enjoyed it.